Their shocking stories.
I heard the toilet flush and running water. At that time, I knew he was killing my brother in the bathroom.
John wanted to take a picture of me like I was dead, so then the cops would stop looking for me. I never thought that I was getting out.
Katie Beers, born on December 30th, 1982, was abducted at 9 by family friend John Esposito in Bayshore, New York. Held in an underground bunker from December 28, 1992 to January 13, 1993. Her kidnapping raised awareness about child abduction. Esposito was convicted, and the case prompted changes in child protection laws. Katie Beers lived with her mother, Marilyn Beers, and older half-brother, John Beers, in Long Island, New York. Her biological father has never been identified. From a young age, Katie also lived with her godmother, Linda Inghileri, and Inghileri's husband, Salvatore. Marilyn frequently neglected Katie and John, leaving them in the care of the Inghileri, from whom they would endure abuse, including frequent sexual assaults by Salvatore. John Esposito was a friend of the Beers family who would frequently give attention and gifts to Katie and John Beers, but would also sexually abuse John. Esposito had previously been arrested. In a tragic incident on December 28, 1992, 10-year-old Katie Beers was enticed to John Esposito's Bayshore, New York house with the promise of birthday gifts. After playing a video game, Esposito forcibly confined her in an underground concrete bunker, leading to a horrifying ordeal for the young victim. Hidden beneath Esposito's garden, 6-foot by 7-foot bunker was reached through a 6-foot tunnel. A 200-pound concrete trapdoor concealed in his office behind a movable bookcase served as the entry. Within the bunker, Esposito had equipped it with a commode toilet and a closed-circuit television system.
Was another coffin-like box, and that coffin-sized box is where I spent the majority of my captivity, up to typically 23 and a half hours a day in the dark alone.
Shockingly, Esposito admitted to authorities that he constructed the bunker explicitly for Beers. After imprisoning Katie Beers in the bunker, Esposito coerced her into recording a false message, stating she was taken by a man with a knife.
It was a man kidnapped me and he had a knife. Oh no, here he comes, I gotta go.
Deviously, he played this message at a payphone near the Spaceplex amusement arcade in NES Onset, New York, and deceitfully informed the arcade staff that he had lost Beers within the facility, perpetuating the facade and complicating the search for the abducted child. Police were called when she couldn't be located. During her captivity, Esposito would frequently visit Beers to sexually abuse her, while also providing food, blankets, and toys. He allowed Beers into the larger part of the bunker when he visited her, but would force her back into the smaller room when she was alone. Although Beers was able to unchain herself and escape to the larger room in Esposito's absence, after hiding a key under her pillow, she was unable to escape the bunker itself. Esposito told Beers he intended to keep her in the bunker for the remainder of her life, and planned to take a photo of her asleep and send it to police so they would believe she was dead, although the photo was never taken. Esposito was a suspect from an early stage in the police investigation, following accusations of previous sexual abuse towards John Beers.
I was raped several times by Esposito. If I didn't do what he had asked me to do, he would hit me.
Police also determined that Beers' phone message about a man with a knife was from a previously made recording based on a lack of background noise. On January 13, 1993, 17 days after the kidnapping, Esposito confessed to holding Beers captive and took police to the bunker where they rescued her.
I was held in a underground bunker. It was a 6-foot by 6-foot by maybe 7 feet high box that was in the ground that was underneath a cement slab carport in the back of John Esposito's home. The bunker was actually built a year and a half prior to my abduction, specifically for me to abduct me. And And within this box was another coffin-like box. And that coffin-sized box is where I spent the majority of my captivity, up to typically 23 and a half hours a day in the dark alone.
Esposito admitted guilt for kidnapping on June 16, 1994, and received a 15 years to life sentence at Sing Prison in Westchester County, New York on July 27, 1994. He served his sentence there. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you all liked it. Please subscribe, like, and share our videos.
To give them a reason to keep you alive, to want to keep you alive. And then you have to remember your reasons for wanting to stay alive and what you're fighting for.